Hey guys, good morning. It's Tony. So I did want to go a little bit into GameStop because I'll be honest, right? This is the weirdest that I've ever seen GameStop react. This is one of the only times where it doesn't pump like crazy like these other times, right? As soon as it closed the week bullish, it would go $100, $200, $80, whatever. This is the first time that after the weekly close, it really only did about a $30 jump, right? It went from lows of maybe 80, $90 to highs of 130-ish or so. And the really freaky part is it's doing a cancellation, right? Look at that. Like, it's going from a bullish week close, which happened right here, and the next week we pumped from $100 all the way to 130, and it's doing the same thing right now. Like, it's doing the same exact thing right now. It wants to close another week bullish, and I have to assume that from historical runs, if it closes this bullish week, I think the week after it's going to run at least $30 again, which is ridiculous. I had a bunch of calls in GameStop that expired worthless because, you know, it didn't pump as much as I thought it was going to. It did kind of pump, right? It went from $90 to $30, which is $40, which is a lot, right? And even right now, it's gone from lows of 90 to 100, so only a $10 run. But I think I think GameStop is getting ready for another jump to the upside, right? I think that we can see GameStop, if we actually close bullish on the weekly, I think that GameStop can possibly go back up to 130, pass it, and then go to 150. You know, I don't like risking my money on GameStop. I hate doing plays like this. But it's one of those things where, you know, all you got to do is just wait for it to hit once, and that ends up, you know, giving all your money back from all the times that you lost it, right? Like, I think I only really made, the first time I played the GameStop squeeze, I made like 40 grand. And then the other times I made very little money, but I've actually lost, I've lost maybe a grand or 2 or 3 grand from playing calls in the last maybe couple of months. So overall, I'm still up, but I can't help but think that GameStop is going to pop one of these days, right? And I think it's going to happen next week. I think it's going to happen next week if we do close this bullish week on Friday, which is ridiculous because this is the very first time it's ever done this in the last, you know, since like January of 2021, of 1 year ago, right? So the first time that the cycle gets like funky, and it's doing this for the first time. It's closing a bullish week again after just closing a bearish week, which is, I've never seen that on GameStop before in the last week or in the last like year plus. And the thing is, you still have a gap to fill at 290. So eventually, you guys know that what I think about gaps. I think gaps are gonna get filled 95% of the time. Gaps get filled, and if you just focus on gaps, you can probably be a very profitable trader. But it's weird. It's super weird. I don't know. I feel kind of justified to buy another call maybe 2 weeks out to possibly play, you know, GameStop, you know, pushing back up to maybe 130 to 150 again, possibly higher. I think I'll probably pick up like 200 strike calls for like 2 weeks out, or maybe even next week, just in case. I'll probably pick some up today or tomorrow, and then if we do close the week bullish on Friday, I'll probably pick up like 2 or 3 more for like a 200 strike expiring next week or something, just to see what happens. I don't know. It's weird. It's super, super weird. If I had to take a guess, I think that GameStop rallies next week if we close that week bullish. I don't know, man. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.